Another simple and easy dessert with jelly, but this is a really good dessert that you can use on a festive table. First let's do the jelly because it needs to set, and I'm using 2 different packets of jelly. You can use many colors as you wish. So I'm using strawberry and lime flavor. According to this packet instructions, 250 milliliters boiling water plus 200 milliliters cold water. I'm going to add only the 250 milliliters boiling water and make it a bit thick than a normal jelly. Now I'm going to add the lime jelly into a bowl and add 1 cup of water. The water should be boiling water, and make sure not to add too much water. The jelly should be thicker than normal jelly. So dissolve well and put it in fridge to settle. Now the strawberry. Add the hot water and dissolve the gelatin, and make sure to dissolve well and leave it in the fridge. After that I'll show you the ingredients that we need to complete the dessert. Let's do the next part of the jelly dessert cake. For that I'm using 4 eggs, 125 milliliters milk or whipping cream, 150 grams sugar and 200 grams self-raising flour. If you are using plain flour, make sure to add 1.5 teaspoons baking powder with a pinch of salt and some vanilla. So let's start. Into a mixing bowl, add the sugar. Into that break the eggs. So use the whisk attachment and whisk this about 2-3 minutes until it's creamy and frothy. Once it is creamy, add the flour, then add the milk or the whipping cream, and mix on a low speed and continue to high. Now add the vanilla and whisk again on high about 30 seconds. Now it's ready, take it out. I have these 2 baking trays, 20 centimeters. You can actually do 1 cake, but I like to do 2 bases, so it's so easy. So going to add half of the batter into one and the other half into the other. And it takes less time too when baking, and bake this on 180 Celsius about half an hour or until the skewer inserted comes out clean. To do the rest of the recipe, I am going to use 1 can condensed milk, 125 grams cream cheese, 25 grams gelatin powder and a teaspoon of vanilla. Open the condensed milk and add into the bowl directly. Into that add the cream cheese, then the vanilla. Into a separate jug add the 25 grams gelatin powder. You need to dissolve the gelatin powder in the half a cup of cold water. When you sprinkle it all over so it helps to dissolve quickly. So leave it aside for few minutes. The two cakes are ready, and I'm going to take one and cut that into 2 parts. So I'm going to cut it in half first. I'm going to use this ring, cut the cake using the ring to fit in. So take the excess parts out. Now leave the ring on the plate and put the base like this. Now get your jelly. Run a knife through and get the jelly out. So I like it smaller, so I'm going to cut the jelly in the middle. Then cut it into strips and then into cubes. Don't cut it big, so the size of the cubes are equal. Now the green one, cut into cubes. And put it into the same bowl and toss. Now I am going to whisk the cream cheese and the condensed milk together. Meanwhile, put the gelatin that you dissolved in the microwave. When you put the gelatin in the microwave, it's only about 20 seconds. After whisking the cream cheese and the condensed milk, the dissolved gelatin, add into that. The reason why I asked to put only 20 seconds, if it is hot, it's not going to work. Whisk again. Now it's ready. Now put the ring back again and pour about half a cup of the gelatin and the cream cheese mix and lay the gelatin on top. Press using a spoon. Now the next layer of the cake. Press and put another half a cup of mix and the jelly cubes. If you feel like it is not enough, you can add a bit more. Because the cake layer absorbs a bit of condensed milk. So I'm going to put this in the fridge. If you don't have a cake ring, you can do it this way. Use Glad wrap. Put Glad wrap into a deep baking tray and put 1/2 into the bottom. If you are doing this for older people, you can always use some liquor. Add some liquor into the base and then the cake gets wet. Then put half of the mix, the remaining mix, when you make jelly, if you can make a little bit extra, that's the best. Now put the other half on top. Little bit of liquor again on top. That will absorb. For the remaining jelly and condensed milk mix. And now add the jelly. When I do this, I felt like this has a little bit of Christmassy look with red and green. Next time you can do it for Christmas. So leave it back again in the fridge. You can assemble both layers, 4 layers together, or can serve it in 2 layers. I just wanted to do it in 2 different ways. One is without a ring and one is in a cake pan like this. To do the next step of the recipe, into half a cup of sugar, add about half a teaspoon of vanilla. Into that add 300 milliliters of whipping cream. Whip the cream until it comes to the stiff peak. And it's ready. If you do it more, it curdles. You have to look for the stiff peak and it holds. Now into a piping bag with the star nozzle, add the whipping cream. This is already set, so I'm going to run a knife through and take this out. And slowly press it down and release the ring. Now, if you like, into the cream you can add a color. I'm going to use as it is and pipe onto the cake. Now into the middle, add some extra jelly that you made. And that's ready. And the next one is in the tub, so you can release it without any problem. And it looks beautiful. And put it onto a plate. Because I didn't add much sugar, we need to add a little bit of sugar. That's why I added the sugar into the cream. I don't think we need any jelly in this one. It looks really beautiful. So I'm going to leave it like this. And let's cut one. That's a really nice, beautiful layered dessert that you can serve for Christmas or even for any other function. Hope you will enjoy this. See you next time.